What's up, everybody? I apologize that I'm making a video in my car. I literally just got back to the hood from Yonkers, which I'm making a real estate video about. I had to go to court. I'm leaving in a couple of hours to Florida, and I really want to give you guys content. Besides for the content and the lot of information that came out today, I need to give you content or YouTube is going to forget about me faster than you're going to forget about me. Today, I want to talk about the economy as a whole, but this pertains specifically to cryptocurrency, and it pertains as well to the stock market. So this is going to be on both of my channels. Today, we had something called the PPI. The PPI stands for the Producer Price Index, not to be confused with the CPI, which is the Consumer Price Index. The CPI came out the other day, and it shows that we now have an 8.5% inflation, which is down year over year, 9.1% inflation. We were expecting 8.7, we got 8.5, which means that we have a neutral month over month inflation. So that's the first indicator that inflation is going down. The PPI, Producer Price Index, actually went down negative 0.5%, 0.5%. The expected was a positive 0.2%, which means that not only did we beat expectations, we didn't go up, we went down. Year over year, 9.8%. We were expecting 10.5%. What's the difference between the CPI and the PPI? And I'm going to put this all together for crypto and stocks. But guys, really, just sit back, relax, grab your beverage, and listen. These are the most important videos that I make, and most people don't watch these, which is freaking crazy. The CPI is indicating that inflation is going down. As per my research and my data, I said inflation was going to go down because over the last 60 days, gas prices has been steadily going down. Now, because the inflation went down, does that mean that inflation peaked? No, but it is an indicator and a possible shift and pivot in this war against inflation, which I'm going to get into in just a moment. Well, what exactly does the PPI do? The PPI is a precursor for the CPI. Producer Price Index essentially is the cost of making a product minus distribution, taxes, and I'm oversimplifying it. But this is like the starting point. So the PPI is the starting point, while the CPI is almost the end point of that. So the CPI went down, and now the PPI went down, which is an indicator that next month's CPI report is also going to go down, and people are very hopeful that in September's FOMC meeting, Federal Open Market Committee, that they will be reducing or not as aggressive with the interest rates hikes, the federal fund rate. And the federal fund rate right now is at 2.5%. Before the CPI report, I came out with a video. Wall Street said 2/3 chance that in September they will be raising by 75 basis points, while 1/3 said it's going to be 50 basis points. Well, now after the CPI and the PPI, it absolutely switched. 2/3 say that it's going to be 50 basis points, while 1/3 says that it's going to be 75 basis points. In my opinion, the Federal Reserve better be raising by 75 basis points, and I'll explain to you why. Inflation seems to be going down, and the jobs market is strong. So while the jobs market is still strong, we can absorb more aggressiveness. And as we can absorb aggressiveness, and it's starting to work, it seems like inflation has peaked. Seems does not mean it's a fact. It seems, based on everything that I'm saying, right now is the time to go after it, right? You gave him a quick jab, you gave him a straight. Right now, you don't want to back up, right? You don't want to, what you really want to do is jab, straight, and come in for the hook, shift, and give him the uppercut. Knock him out. And that's how you get rid of inflation. because people are betting that the Fed is not going to be raising by 75 basis points, I believe that they are. A couple of the federal governors came out and they said, no, we are going to be aggressive. And they still see that the federal funds rate is going to be 3.9% by the end of this year. And I believe 4.5% by the end of next year. So if you take that into account, they're going to be raising by 75 basis points. I sure hope they do. Take the Band-Aid and rip it off. How does this all pertain to the broader economy and the stock market? So gas has been going down, right? Today was the first day that I noticed that gas prices on a national level is under $4 a gallon. The current price is $3.99. So it's right under $4. I know you guys are going to laugh at me, but it's still under $4. When I started doing this about 2 months ago, the price was $5.01, which means that the price absolutely went down approximately 20-something%, which is a pretty good number so far. Crude oil is somewhere around $94 a barrel. It peaked in mid-June at around $120-something a barrel. So now you're going to say, Adam, what does this make? Like, it makes no sense what you're saying. So I'm going to paint you a picture. The NASDAQ is officially in a bear market because at its mid-June low point, it is up 20%. A bear market is 20% or more drop. A bull market is 20% or more up. Sounds crazy, right? So now you can say, but Adam, that's stocks. This has nothing to do with crypto. Wrong. Bitcoin is up nearly 35%, depending on when you think the low was. But I'm taking from 18,000, and right now the price of Bitcoin is around 24,500. The price of Bitcoin is up 35% from its lows. So technically, we're in a bull market, not a bear market when it comes to crypto as well, right? When this sinks in, and it's starting to sink into people, you're going to get something called FOMO, fear of missing out. And if you think I'm lying to you, just talk to your friends, talk to your crypto buddies, go check some tweets, go see what's on the market. All of a sudden, the sentiment, there's going to be a bunch of videos. You don't believe me? Just check what I'm doing. Go on Google and type in stocks or something like that. There's going to be a bunch of videos now where people are going to say, growth sector is back. Cyclical is dying, as opposed to like 2 weeks ago, everybody was saying, don't buy growth, buy cyclical. That's what you guys are going to see, something like that. 2 weeks ago, Bitcoin it's dead a month ago. Now, all of a sudden, Bitcoin is about to break 26,000, right? So there's something called an echo chamber. And an echo chamber is this. I think like the rest of the room, and the echo chamber is your thoughts are echoed in the chamber because we all think the same. The problem is when you invest, you should not think the same. You should think different. And this is essentially that quote from Warren Buffett that says, be greedy when people are fearful, be fearful when people are greedy. It's exactly the same thing. Guys, I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't, I'm not that ignorant or naive to say that I know anything. I'm just giving you guys the raw data. Most people that are listening to my channel and watch other people's channels have never heard of this raw data. I'm not saying other people don't do it. I'm saying 99% of the finance YouTubers in stocks and definitely in crypto, the crypto YouTubers are the biggest dumbasses I've ever heard of in my life. They have zero effing knowledge about the way the economy works. It blows my freaking mind. Anyways, so I'm trying to give you guys this data as best as I possibly can. Wall Street invests 6 months before something happens. So it's no coincidence that NASDAQ bottomed out in early to mid-June. It's no coincidence. This is very similar to what happened with Bitcoin. And it's also no coincidence that this is the same time that gas prices, crude oil, happened to peak. Now, I don't know if this is some conspiracy and some broader, alien shit, but just match it up, right? Now, I'm not 100% exact with these numbers, but they're approximate. Match it up. So now you got to ask yourself, is inflation gone? Did we actually have the recession that everyone says this was not a recession? It was a recession. My thinking is this. I stopped buying more crypto. I stopped. I make a big mistake that I get my portfolio up, I'm up, and I keep buying, and not stopping. So I made a really big portfolio, or a good portfolio for my Algorand. I made a decent portfolio for my Bitcoin. I even bought some Ethereum, and it's doing good. So I relaxed a little bit. For my stocks, I still have money on the sidelines that I was going to spend for Tesla. If Tesla does not retract, I'll just buy an index fund, or I'll buy something like a Berkshire or a Walmart, somewhere to park my money. The question is then, Adam, what are you going to do then if you have money on the sidelines or you're making money? What are you going to do? What's the point? Where are you putting the money? For me, I'm going to be putting the money into real estate because I'm planning to move to Florida in 2024 and 25. So my plan right now is, hey, Adam, you bought a lot of stocks. Hey, Adam, you bought a lot of crypto. Let that run up. Stop. Put the brakes on, because I've been buying this whole time and I've been super transparent for the last 2 months. Every single day, crypto, every single day, stocks. And the portfolios that I opened for the public group on my Patreon is up like 30%. The portfolio I opened up on Robinhood, the one you see for like 100,000, my small portfolio, that's up too. It's also up like 30% or something, because I opened these at the bottom because I practice what I preach. Now I want to do asset preservation. I want to preserve my money. The money that's coming in from YouTube obviously is not a lot of money compared to what I was making before, and I'm trying to build it. So now the money that's coming in, I'm looking forward to buying real estate. Why? Real estate is super lagging. Well, everything's lagging, but real estate's super lagging. So if stock market died, if crypto died, real estate is going to be the last to die. Real estate is always the last asset to die. It's the strongest asset. So now I'm like, okay, I live in New York. I really want to move to Florida. The reason I want to move to Florida is because I'm going to save 10% of my taxes, city, state taxes. So if I make a big sell, let's say in crypto, let's say crypto hits, it's $1 million. If I'm in Florida and I sell, I save myself $100,000 on that $1 million, which I can use as a down payment for a property in Florida and make more YouTube videos. Anyways, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm hoping Florida softens up the real estate market. And if that happens, I think it's going to be like 2024, 2025. And that's when I'm going to be moving there. Hopefully, I'm going to do some real estate in Florida. Guys, I made this video to try to give you some data between 3 different types of markets: the stock market, the crypto market, and the real estate market. What you guys do with this data is up to you. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm just a guy on YouTube trying to be as transparent as possible, so that if my crypto portfolio, if my stock portfolio, if my real estate portfolio all hit, I can show you 7-figure portfolios in each one of those assets, and my YouTube channel can blow up because I wasn't lying about it and I was transparent the whole time with my trades and what I'm doing financially. Guys, thank you so much, and pursue your dream. Starting a YouTube channel was the best decision of my life, so that I could be with my family and make some money, because I see the bigger picture. I see the bigger vision of me being able to make a lot of money on YouTube and doing what I'm passionate about, which is this. For everybody that's sending me in the DMs, Adam, thank you for the information. Thank you so much for helping us. Thank you so much for explaining the knowledge. Yo, I love you so much. Really, if I could see you, I would give you guys a hug. I appreciate it, and I hope that your life changes for the better. Thank you so much for rocking out with me, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day. More videos to come. I'm about to catch a flight, but I wanted to make this video for you guys. Grab life by the balls and take what's yours, because nobody will give you any mother effing handouts in this life. Have a great day. Berg is out.